show you how to be a star.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see the Colts rocket-arm quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A man coming off a washout 2021, it's Travis Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jones has, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet. But we are at 500, and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together. And we're capable of doing so.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Lawrence will throw. And incomplete on a deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On On second down, it's Taylor.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Ehlinger. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Our score after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Ehlinger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
To the 43, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Looking sideline, incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. He completes it to Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ellinger to throw. He's got Granson over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Ellinger.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kylan Granson,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Colts are once again back in front.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
2. Now Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smaller.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Caught by Jones.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Lawrence. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Draw play, ETN.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Another toe for ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will tie things at 17 all.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Ellinger. Catch made here by Campbell. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Ellinger to throw on 1st down.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So thanks to the
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Here's Ellinger. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Was sacked by Justin Ellis. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
Oh, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
From the 27, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Lawrence going to go out wide here for Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Handoff running left is Etienne. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This complete to Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing again on second down. Ehlinger to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Justin Ellis in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down, Ehlinger. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Now Ehlinger. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Campbell making the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest, and a first down. To throw is Ehlinger. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They go play action with Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting the first.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And it's caught. And he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Working out of the shotgun is Ellinger.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Ellinger to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Ellinger
gets this to Campbell out on the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Ellinger has it knocked out here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down 27-24. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back to throw, Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Here's Lawrence. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep the quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Throwing now, Lawrence. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception capping the drive. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now it's the Colts' turn. Trailing by 4. 25 seconds remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Pass complete to Taylor. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that nearly ended it.
That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jags, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I make him pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamp it.